All right, all joined up. So let me go and hide this BG. So we have this part joined with all of these rivets and the mid joint. I named them properly, kinda, and the bottom joint and all the bars, base, and this little part right here called rotate. This one, I believe, can go a little bit more towards the z-axis right there. Yep. I have a problem with this rivet. Must be exactly at the center. So let me go to the X-ray. Select this part, tab, hover over this with the face selection selected. Hit L, right? And the 3D cursor is right in the middle of the board. Let me go ahead and put this one to the center, then bring it up. So let's go to the snap pie, selection to cursor, but let's use offset. Back to the front view. Now let's bring it up. Compare that to this part right here, and I believe this is the exactly what we want. So it's gonna be that. Now it's time to rig the whole thing, or the look so. But I'm in the front view. For rigging, it's best to be in the side view to have this y-axis and z-axis. With the x and z-axis in front view, bones are getting confused and do something weird with the roll. So I prefer using side view. So to rotate the whole thing, but keep the lamp right in the middle, I'm going to switch to active element up here. So scrub everything. I have everything on hide. So A, but shift select this base. That's our active object, right? Back to side view. We wanted to rotate along the z-axis. So that's going to be R, Z, and 90. All right, let's check. From side view, is it at the center? Yep. From top view, at the center. Yep, it's good. So let's go ahead and hide the BG and camera collection right there. All right, back to side view, and let's hide this empty, or even delete it. We don't need it anymore. So delete that. Let me save. And one more time, review everything. We have this option right there, this object, lamp. And let's go ahead and quickly make the lamp or light bulb a parent of the shade. So select the light bulb, shift select the shade, and hit Control and P, parent it. All right. Others objects are joined together with Control and J. So that's a single object right there. Back to the side view. To put the bones right in the center of each rivet, I prefer to use some empties. So let's go ahead, start from this bottom joints, go to edit mode. This one is still selected, it's not, hover over it and hit L. Then go to the snap with Shift S and cursor to selection. I have this hotkey on my spare keyboard, so each time with one key, I'm putting the cursor to the selected, then with another key, object or empty or bone to that cursor. But that's the simple as going to Shift S, selection to cursor, cursor to selection. So you see me doing this one a little bit faster. So now the cursor is right in the middle of this Revit. So exit and Shift A, go add empty of sphere. Yeah, it's too big. Go to the empty setting right here and let's go maybe 5 centimeter. So let's make some duplication of this one. So let's go Shift D here, here, and this two, this one, for this one here, and I'm gonna do this spring thingies later. So let's go move this one up here. Another duplication right here and here. All right, back to this bottom joint. Hit Tab, L, select this one, selection to cursor to selection, right in the middle. Then out of edit mode, grab this to cursor. And that's what? That's Shift S, cursor to selection, then selection to cursor. Again, I have that as a hotkey. Let's go for this one. So Tab, grab this, L, then cursor to selection, grab this one, and selection to cursor. I want to do that to other empties and be back with you in a minute. Right, all done. Almost ready for start rigging. So let me check. One for each rivet. Yep. Yeah, seems to be all right. And let's go for the rigging. First of all, let's go and put the 3D cursor right in the middle. I have another hotkey for that. And the hotkey is Shift S, cursor toward the origin right there. So I'm going to use my hotkey. It's going to be there. So we need to do some custom rigging right here. Starting, let's go a root bone and base bone to connect to this one. A rotate bone right here to connect to this tiny thing right here. Then connect to this. I'm going to go up here, then here. I'm gonna put the controller bone right here to control this one. This is our first IK, goes all the way down, maybe here, maybe here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 bones. Control with one control bone up here. Another IK goes here. So this one goes to IK and follows this bone to here. Another IK goes here to here. 2 bone, IK, 2 bone. So 1, 2, 1, 2. This one follows this bone. All right. Another bone up here for the neck and another bone for the shade. So let's go do that then. All right, let me create another collection. Let's call this one did I spell it right? Yeah. All right, while this one's selected, let's go and hit Shift A, add an armature. It's too big, obviously. Let's go to the edit mode for this armature. Grab this tail, and I have the active element selected right here. Let's go with an point. Grab, go down. Let's put the armature in front to be able to see everything right here. And also, let's go activate the axis. This bone is our root bone. So I'm going to rotate it along the y-axis right there, along x-axis, and on top of y-axis actually. So grab the middle part of the bone. Let's go R and X and 90. Sorry about that, minus 90. So let's go again, 180, and put the bone back into the 3D cursor. So snap, selection to cursor. So let's go grab this one, make it a little bit bigger. And let's change the name right away. Let's go F2, call this one roots. All right. We're not going to extrude from this bone. We need another bone, not connected to this one, but in the same armature. So simply hit Shift A again. It's gonna make another bone right there. Make this one smaller. Let's go over here. I'm gonna change this bone a little bit later, but for now, let's go extrude from here. So while this one is selected, the tail, let's go E followed by Z. Go right in the middle. I'm not gonna put it right in the middle right now. I'm gonna get back to this. First, let's go do some extrusion. Again, extrude, extrude, extrude here, right there, and keep it there. Now let's go grab this tailbone. Oh, first of all, let me go out of edit mode, grab this empty, and put the cursor to selection. I'm going to use my hotkey for this one. It's going to be Shift S followed by the number. What number? Right here. Cursor to selected is 2. Selection to cursor is 8. So I'm going to use this combination on my keyboard. So back to the bone. Grab this tail right there and put that right in the middle of that joint. All right. Out of edit mode. Grab this one and put the cursor right in the middle. Where is it? Here. All right. Back to the bone. Edit mode. Grab this tail right here. Head, tail. Those are connected together. All right. Object 2. Selection. Again. Grab this. Cursor to selection. Grab this, edit mode, grab this tail head thingy, and put it right in the middle of the cursor, right there. Again, same thing here. And the last one goes here. Cursor to selection, and edit mode, selection to cursor. All right, while this cursor is here, let's make our control bone right there. Control bone is not supposed to connect to the armature, but needs to be in the same armature, just like the root bone. So I'm gonna hit Shift A, make another bone, grab this, make it smaller, right there. Let's go and maybe make the IK then other bones. Yep, why not? So switch to pose mode. Grab this control bone that I forget to rename. So I'll rename them in a minute. And shift select the IK bone. Then I have some quick favorite right here. The thing I'm looking for is add IK to bone, Shift I. So you can go and put them on your, where is it, the quick menu. Inverse kinematic right here, add bone, add IK to bone. Right click and put it in your shortkey if you want. So I have that on my quick favorite right there, right? And to active bone. And that makes an IK for this bone to this bone right there. Let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4 bone chain. Now if I grab this bone, and you see we have some movement. Alright, nice. To put it back into place, just hit Alt and G. Alt G for resetting the position, Alt R for resetting the rotation, and Alt S for scale, of course. So let's go down all back to edit mode. Let's change the names. Here, grab this, hit F2. This one is control bone, enter. And this one, what do I call this one? IK1, maybe. IK underscore top, yeah. Top, that's one is top also, so let's go 0, 1. All right. This one, let's go, maybe call it TP for top, and arm, and let's go 0, 1. I'm gonna copy this for this part, the other one. So let's go this one, F2, BT for bottom, and arm 0, 1. This one, let's call it BT joint. Why not? This one, let's go call it rotate bone. I wanted to be able to rotate the whole thing based on this bone, but rotate the bottom part, this base part, based on this bone. So to do that, first of all, let's go change the name to base, right? So let's go grab this and right click, change the direction, switch direction right there. And to make sure this one sits in the middle of the other bone, seems to be right, but just to be sure, and select the head of this rotate bone and put the cursor to this selection, grab this one right here and to object. And that's what? That's snapping. Cursor to selection, selection to cursor. Right, so now this bone no longer connected to this one. If I go to the bone setting right here and relationship, there is no parent. So this one has no parent. This one, parent is rotate bone. This one, parent is BT joint. This one, parent is arm, and all the way up. So let's fix this bottom part. Grab this bone, shift select the base bone, and control P, parent it but with the keep offset right there. So grab this one, shift select the root bone, control P, keep offset. So we have all of these parent together. Same deal with this one, the control bone. I want to be able to move the whole rig with this root bone. So grab this, shift and select this root, and control P, keep offset. Right, so let's go for the other bones. Let's grab the tail of this bone and E to extrude. Go over here. Again, E goes here. All right, now out of edit mode, grab this empty and cursor to selection. Back to edit mode, grab this head tail combination and go to cursor. Same deal right here, and cursor selection, back to edit mode, selection to cursor. So while cursor sits here, I want to create another bone, put it right into this bone in the middle. So Shift and A, make it smaller and put it in the middle right here. Doesn't matter if it sits right into that bone or not. So this one has no parent. Where is it? Here, no parent. So I want to parent this one to this bigger bone. Grab this one, Shift select this bone and Control P and keep offset. So why I did that? Because I wanted this little bone right into the bigger bone to be moved by the bigger bone, but be the controller for this bone. So back to the pose mode, grab this smaller bone, Shift select this bone and Shift I, make a IK. So if I go to constraint right there, I have the IK for this one connected to this bone, and this bone is a child of this bone. So if this bone moves, it moves the bone inside, and the bone inside moves this IK. Kinda complicated, but not really. So grab this one and go one bone, that's this bone, and second bone goes right in the middle. So let's test that. If I grab this and move it, you see, of course, you don't see. So let me go and isolate it. You see, it's moving all the bones necessary right there. Right, Alt and G reset the location. So back to edit mode. And let's make the IK on the top. So I'm going to start from here. So grab this out of edit mode, of course, and put the cursor to this selection. Again, it's the Shift and S, cursor to selection. And the other hotkey is selection to cursor. So back to Armature, edit mode, and Shift A, another big bone goes here, and I'm gonna go extrude right now. Here goes there. Put the cursor in this location right there. Back to edit mode, grab this head tail combination, go to the cursor, put the cursor right here. It doesn't matter if it's completely in the center middle or not. I'm doing it anyway. Cursor to selection, back to Armature, edit mode, and selection to cursor. Let's go back to pose mode. Grab this one, has its own IK. Shift select this one, doesn't have any constraint, and again Shift I to active bone. Has to control two bones, so 1, 2. Let's go 2 in chain, and let's test this new IK. So if I grab the control bone and go back and forth, I have a little bit of disconnecting and movement issue, but doesn't seems to have any big problem, because we're gonna limit the rotation location, not rotation, the location, and not going to be past maybe this much up and this much down. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So Alt and G, reset. Back to naming. So I'm gonna go with this one. The name is IK01. So this one goes IK02. This one goes to, I have that in my clipboard, TP arm02. And let's go, we have one more bone right in the middle. So F2. Let's call this one, I don't know, maybe MD IK control, maybe. So let's call this one IK03, maybe. And let's copy the name of this one and put it here, 02. So I'll get a unique name. Yep. So let's go make the neck and the shade also. We are in edit mode. Out of edit mode, grab this empty right here and put the cursor in the selection. Back to the edit mode and Shift A. Let's go make the neck right there, maybe. So we go back, put the, first of all, put the origin to the geometry, goes right in the middle of the volume. And cursor to selection. Let's make another copy of this dummy or empty. So I said dummy because I have it 3ds Studio Max and Maya background, so we call it dummy there. Let's go to object and let's put it here, maybe. The bone actually registered as vertex. So if I go and snap to vertex, enable, and go right here. So I'm moving this and moving my mouse to head of the or tail of the bone. It's actually snapping there. So now let's go and put the cursor to this selection, grab this bone and put that to object. So it's sitting right in the middle of the shade. So while that's selected, let's go and hit E, go to Y. So hit E followed by Y. Change this bone name to shade. This one, F2. Change this one to neck right there. And to be safe, let's go and shift select all of these empties or dummies and shift select the top joint, this tree with the top joint, and let's go hit P object, Ctrl P object, and that's gonna make this a parent of or child of that joint. So same deal with this one, grab that and at this one, Ctrl P object, this tree. So grab them all, shift select the joint, Ctrl P, object, this one and this one, Ctrl P, object. Alrighty, so let's go to the bone edit mode and hit A, grab them all, and let's deal with the bone roll. So first let me check the roll right here. So we have this much roll for this bone and minus 90, almost no roll for this one, no roll right here, no here, but little bit roll you see each bone has. So to reset all of that, let's go hit A, grab them all, and either hit Shift N or add the bone roll to the quick favorite. Right, I have this one, right click, and basically this one, so I have this menu completely to my quick menu. So while all of this is selected, let's go and hit Shift N and maybe let's go local X, recalculate to local X. So now we see all the bones has the Z axis pointing out, and if I select each bone, they all kinda in the right place. I'm not happy with this one, so let's go again, Shift N. I'm gonna go with view axis. So let's check that. Yeah, all 90. All 90. Right there. Beautiful. So let's go switch to pose mode to attach some of these objects to bones or parent. Oh, I forget something right here. So back to edit mode. Grab this neck and shift select this IK right here, Ctrl P and keep offset. Yep. It's gonna, you see the relationship line right here. If you're not seeing that, it's located right here. See? So, back into pose mode. So now if I move this, everything is moving right there. Beautiful. So, Alt and another thing I forget, I'm keep getting back to the edit mode. I forget to parent this one. So parent this bone right here to shift select this one, Ctrl P and keep offset again. Back to pose mode. Let's check everything. So if I grab this, now it's moving and properly moving. You see the neck? Yep. So Alt G. First of all, let's save the project. It's not a bad idea to save sometimes. So let's go save this spawn under name of the rig. Yep. Yeah, why not? So I need to select the mesh, then select the bone and keep the parenting going on. To do that, I have to go to the edit mode and uncheck this lock object mode. So now I'm in the bone pose mode, but I'm still able to select the mesh. So starting from top, grab this one, the shade and the light bulb inside. Yeah, that's a child. Shift select the armature, but just to be safe, click the bone again. All right, Ctrl P, and this time let's go bone. All right, grab the neck here and shift select the neck. Click on the neck bone and hit Ctrl P bone. Grab this joint. All right, let's see. This IK might be the best candidate, so grab this one. Just to be sure, you see, both are selected. Grab this one more time, and again, Ctrl P and parent. So, same deal with these bars. Parent to this bone, right there. Again, grab the mesh, and this bone, the P and bone. This joint obviously goes to this bone. This bar has to go to this one. Same deal down here. Ctrl P and bone. This joint. Alright. So P, this rotation bone down here. Grab, shift select the bone. Click on the bone just to make sure. And this, what's that called? The base. Shift select this. And here. We are good to go, I believe. So let's go save and grab this control bone. And a bit of problem up here. We have a disconnection. Alright, other than that, we're good. So let's go find what's happening up here. Let's go and change the parent for this one to the other IK up here. IK2, I believe. Yep. Yeah, IK2. You see that right here. So grab it just to make sure. Hit Alt P and clear parent. All right. Shift select, not that. This bone right here. Ctrl P and bone. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna fix it real nice. So we have some IK movement. Obviously, Let's see the root movement. It's gonna move everything. And this one rotation. Let's test that. It's so important. So it's gonna rotate the whole model. And the whole reason I inverse the direction for this bone was to avoid this kind of rotation. So it has this rotation still. So to avoid this thing, first of all, let me go A and Alt G, Alt R, reset everything. To avoid this thing, let's go for this bone setting right there, and under relation, let's go and uncheck the inherit rotation. Now, if I rotate this one, it's not going to rotate the other bone. Alrighty, now we have some movement. This is so important because if I switch to local, we need this one to go and do all kinds of rotation later. Alrighty. A and reset location, rotation, and scale if you want. So let's see the neck. Looking good. Rotation of this one. Looking good. And the other parts are the IK, controlled by IK. So all good. Next would be maybe adding some spring, or maybe before that, let's go one by one bones and limit the rotation or scale or movement. So this bone moves by the bone below it because this is the child of this bone. So no movement, all lock. To rotation, I need this one to rotate only in x-axis local. So let's go switch to XYZ earlier and lock all rotation and scale except for X. So now we have X only. This one though, I need that to just rotate on the Z axis. So lock and also lock the movement. I want it to be move anywhere, just rotation. This one, no rotation at all. No scale, but move all around. This one, let's go lock all rotation and all scale. Let me check that. So if I move it, it's moving, but there's no rotation. This one, same deal, just move. And also here, just move. Alright, this one just rotate all around, no move, no scale. Same deal right here. This is a rotation bone, and I need to rotate this and check the limitation in a second. So no move, no scale, rotate just in the Y local. So let's go change this one also to Euler, no scale. Alright, back to right view. Let's go A to select everything and reset rotation, location, and scale. So back to the bone. Let's test this one and see if it's working correctly or not. So it's rotating the mesh or armature. Yeah, there's a problem right here. I wanted this bone, the control bone, to follow the rotation of this bone. So first of all, let's go and uncheck the or unlock the rotation for y-axis. Then, while that's selected, let's go to the constraint and copy rotation. It's going to be green right now. Grab the armature or select it right here, doesn't matter, and grab the rotation bone down here Where is it? Rotation, rotate. All right. But in the local axis, where is it? Local. Then local. Now it's rotating based on rotation of this bone. Now the local axis matches this bone. If I go forward, it's gonna go forward correctly. One more thing might not be a problem for us right now. Let me go select everything. Alt G, Alt R. I forget to put all the bones right in the middle of the x-axis. So I'm not sure we are having any problem right now. So let's go front view. I'm not seeing any obvious problems. But just to make sure, let's go grab everything and hit SX0. It's gonna make all the bones to the center. There's no change, so no problem. Alrighty, back to pose mode. Let's go make some of these bones, or put some of these bones to this new collection right here. First of all, let me change this default collection that has all the bone in it. Let's go maybe change it to other bones and grab this. And this neck is shade and root, this one and this one. Believe those are all the control bones for us. These two are FK controls, just like this up here, and this one is our IK control, inverse kinematic. Those are forward kinematics. So while those are selected, hit M to make new collection, and let's go call that control bones. Create. So let's go hide other bones. Back to the right view, and it's time to change these bones shapes with some custom shapes. To do that, go to the M panel and bone widget. Open up this menu and select root 1 and create. So it's gonna make this custom shape. Open up this panel. Let's go 90 degree right there and scale it up. It's gonna be our root bone. So this one is the rotation for base. Let's choose another one, maybe circle. I'm gonna keep it simple. All right, not bad. The slide, so I slide it down a bit because we have another one right there. Yep, maybe it's slightly bigger. Right, so next would be this main controller. So the main controller, let's go maybe with this gear shape and 0 and 90 degree angle and no slide and slightly smaller right there. All right, so this one goes up and down. Let's choose proper shape, maybe something in the neighborhood of this one, maybe. So create, slide up, see that from side view. And if you want more option or more control, enable this or check this advanced options. Right, next would be this one. So it's gonna remember this setting, so you might need to go back and reset the settings. So for this arrow double right there, create. Now I changed my mind, I want this one again. Let's go and make it here, create. So maybe keep it right here. All right, I might change that later. Not sure. So now if I grab this and let's say rotate it. Or this one, rotate. It's working perfectly. So A and Alt G, Alt R. In the next video, we're going to make these springs using geometry node.